Hello, Abraham. I really like your teachings. They resonate with me greatly. I try to put them in practice on a daily basis. But
But
there's one part of your teachings that I just can't seem to reconcile. And I
leave it out.
listen. I'm sorry?
Leave it out.
Leave it out. Well, it's there every day, and I think a lot of people deal with it too. And it has to do with subconscious thought, subconscious creation. We've had some questions earlier today about it. And you said then to focus on now, what you're feeling now.
Well, we'd
But
like to
there's-
say something even more blatant to you. Subconscious thought doesn't mean diddly squat. Subconscious thought is below your level of recognition, so it is below your level of being able to feel it emotionally, is not a big enough vibrational player to worry about in any way.
I hear you say that, but in my life, I know I've met people, and it's happened in my life, where things seem to manifest. In the first teachings of yours I came across, you said this frequently about Abraham, I would not have created this, but yet it's there in their life.
Oh, but you weren't creating it from an unconscious or subconscious level. What's happening is people look at things they don't want and talk about things they don't want and feel negative emotion as they're doing it and ignore their guidance system and then call it subconscious. That we don't call that subconscious. Anything you're feeling emotion around is not subconscious. It's conscious, and you're getting a vibrational indicator to let you know that you're moving towards something that you do not want.
So you're saying it's conscious thought, but we're ignoring it.
We're saying it's conscious thought if you are having an emotion around it. And if you're not having an emotion around it, it's not a big conscious thought. What you might be talking about is you might become accustomed to negative emotion, but we want you to realize that negative emotion always means that you are eventually moving towards something that you will not like when you get there.
I think some things appear in our lives that seem to come out of the blue, and we wonder,
We know that,
how
but-
in the world
but let
could
us
we
tell-
have created
But you
this?
see, the reason for that is because 99% of every creation is complete before you see any physical evidence. So for example, let's say I've decided because of my experience that I want more money. I want more money, so I launched this rocket of desire. So walking this way is toward more money, and walking this way is away from more money. And so you say, I want more money, I really do, but I don't have enough money, and I hardly know anybody who has enough money, and I'd like more money, but I don't have enough money, and I wish I had more money, and oh, you don't have any money either. Well, let's get together and complain about not having money. And I would like more money, but I don't have enough money. And so what's happening is you are consistently walking toward what you do not want vibrationally, but you don't realize that you're doing it because you are not taking score based upon the way you feel. You're taking score based upon other criteria. We were visiting with a woman one day who said, I have arthritis in my hips and it's very painful. And it's hard for me, she said, to focus upon feeling better when I feel so bad. And we said, well, the arthritis in your hips, that's just what is. See that as a sort of action journey culmination to where you are. But at the same time, you've got this action journey going on about with arthritis in your hips, you've got an emotional journey going on. And feel the difference between arthritis in your hips and fear, or arthritis in your hips and hope. Because the vibrational difference between fear and hope is the difference between recovery or not. So what happens so often is that someone is offering thoughts that are in opposition to what they want. Offering thoughts that are in opposition to what they want, in opposition to what they want, in opposition to what they want, moving steadily toward what they do not want, toward what they do not want. 99.99% of it is complete before there's any physical evidence. I'm ornery, I don't feel good, I'm joining groups that feel the same way. I don't feel good, I'm ornery, 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 I don't feel good. Manifestation. Where did that come from? It came out of the blue, and we say it didn't come out of the blue. It came out of the vibration that you've been offering, but in your not being aware of the way you were feeling, you were steadily moving towards something without recognizing it. And we do not agree that it is subconscious.
What about when the arthritis first showed up? Did that woman, was she thinking before, oh, I'm afraid of arthritis, I'm afraid of arthritis, and brought it in?
Maybe not. She might not have even heard of arthritis. But
then how did it get there? She created it.
Because The arthritis is symptomatic of the essence of the vibration that she was offering. In other words, the vibration was one of resisting. The vibration was one of not allowing maybe many things that she wanted. She might have felt disempowered. When we come back in the days that follow, we'll talk more about how, in the same way that there are emotions along this emotional scale, there are different illnesses that are consistent with different spots on the emotional scale. We just want to say to you that every illness or every being in any situation that is not as you want it to be is always, without exception, that you are resistant to what you do want. So the question is my resistance something that I could be aware of or not? You say, well, I don't think I'm aware of it because I wouldn't let it happen if I were aware of it, so maybe it's subconscious. And we say, we don't believe that it's because it's subconscious. We believe it's because you're getting guidance from your emotional system that you are ignoring. And we believe the reason that you ignore guidance, in other words, Esther watched the political debates, even though she knows that feeling good is most important, and her excuse was, it's interesting. So she put interest and stimulation of thought above what feels good, you see. A lot of people are saying, well, I think I should give this my attention because it's true. And we say, we would not use the fact that it's true as the criteria of whether we would activate it in our vibration, because there are true things that you want to activate and repeat in your experience and true things that you don't want to activate and repeat in your experience. We would use the criteria of how does it feel when I focus upon it.